Thanks for joining us here on the CBN News Channel. I'm Ephraim Graham. The deadly attack on the U.S. consulate in Benghazi is back in the spotlight on Capitol Hill this week. 3 officials will testify before a government committee investigating the attack. Republicans charge the Obama administration is covering up mistakes in its response to the attack and the aftermath. As George Thomas shows us, one high State Department official will challenge the White House's account.
3 men, all career State Department employees, will testify this week that the White House misled the country on what happened at the U.S. diplomatic mission in Benghazi, Libya. One of them is Gregory Hicks. He was the number 2 man in Libya. He will tell Congress that he knew immediately the attack wasn't in response to a protest. According to interview transcripts, Hicks says, "I thought it was a terrorist attack from the get-go. I think everybody in the mission thought it was a terrorist attack from the beginning." U.S. Ambassador to Libya Chris Stevens died in the attack along with 3 other Americans. Yet 5 days after the attack on September 11, 2012, UN Ambassador Susan Rice went on multiple Sunday shows, blaming the incident on an anti-Muslim video that appeared on the internet. She insisted the attack was spontaneous. Some Republicans say the administration's response was calculated, coming on the heels of a presidential election less than 2 months away.
Well, clearly there was a political decision to say something different than what was reasonable to say.
Hicks will also testify that a small team of U.S. Special Forces were ready to fly a rescue mission to Benghazi, but were ordered to stand down. This directly contradicts the White House, which said all available resources were explored to respond to the attacks. This past weekend, several Democrats said Rice's comments about the attack were wrong, and that references to Islamic extremists and Al-Qaeda were scrubbed from her so-called talking points. Some Republicans accused the Obama administration of trying to downplay the threat posed by terrorists.
There's sort of a tendency to underplay what is in fact, I think, a growing and pretty dangerous and to some extent a different kind of threat than what we were facing, 3 or 4 years ago.
Hicks has also told investigators that Ambassador Rice's response may have hampered efforts to capture those responsible for the Benghazi attacks, saying, "I firmly believe that the reason it took us so long to get the FBI to Benghazi is because of those Sunday talk shows." Hicks and the 2 State Department employees will speak publicly for the first time Wednesday when they appear before Congress. George Thomas, CBN News.